What up, YouTube fam? It's your man Logician, back with some more hot science and true knowledge. And I wanted to talk about something in this vid that's been kind of close to my heart, and that's the whole single black women dilemma. And first of all, let me say that, being a black man myself, I love black women, and I think that they're a precious, precious gift, because you guys have done a lot, well, black women in the past have done a lot to help the cause overall of women overall in this country. Now, I don't think a lot of women really appreciate the role black women have played in women's rights as a whole, from voting all the way down to equal rights and the whole nine. So let me just say, I'm thankful for black women being in this country, because black women in this country have helped make America what it is. But the whole single black woman scenario, you can see it on Tyra Banks, Oprah. It's all over, it's all over YouTube. And you hear black women talking about this scenario where usually black women in their 30s and 40s saying, I can't find a good black man. They gay, they in jail, they dating white women, the whole scenario. I just want to contribute, my little 2 cents to the topic, and maybe I can help shed some light on some misconceptions and help offer some advice as to how black women can avoid this situation. First of all, the number of black men that's in jail and that date outside their race and are homosexual, that's under like 20% of all black men, 20 to 25% on the high end. Okay, so most black men are not in jail, gay, dating. I mean, you can look at this, go to statistics at the U.S. Census Bureau and add this stuff up. Okay, stop just listening to what your girlfriend say. Okay, so most black men are not gay, in jail, or dating white women. All right. This whole scenario that black men, if you date a white man, he gonna have more money and black men don't. Well, there's like 8 times more black men in America than white men in America than black men. Okay, if the black population in America, instead of being instead of black men being like 15, 16 million black men, if it was 120 million black men, it'd be a different situation. So you got to look at that too. So here's my take on the subject. I'm making a video. Excuse me. My question is this: if you're in your 30s or your 40s and you're saying I can't find a good black man, I could understand that question, but the question I have is that if you have been in any relationships in the past, what type of men were you with? Because if they weren't good black men, they were probably bad black men. And if that's the case, you have to ask yourself, I have to ask, why did you choose those guys? So this requires some self-responsibility, some deep inner soul searching, and deep self-reflection. And it's going to require you to look in the mirror and admit to your mistakes, and admit to the fact that you were wrong in some instances, and admit to the fact that you have contributed. You've been the major contributor to the situation that you're in now. If you one of these women saying I can't find a good black man. The scenario was, I got a Benz, I got a house, I make a lot of money, I got 2 degrees, but I can't find. Well, if you was in college, where were all the black men in college? Right, getting their degrees, going, where were all them brothers at? You didn't, all the good black men. What happened to them? Right, so I just refuse to believe that black women, all these black women, just believe that there are no good black men. Well, technically, here's usually what happens when you're early 20s and mid-20s. Now, I've read books about sisters writing about this. Okay, there are plenty of good black men, but you passed them up. You passed them over. You didn't have nothing to do with them. You laughed at them. You made fun of them with your girlfriends. You told them they were just, you just liked them as a friend. Put them in the friend zone. They weren't exciting enough. Had to been a bad boy, whatever it was. But if you don't have a good black man, okay, you probably passed him up a long time ago. And what women need to understand is that women's value in the eyes of men go down as they get older. Whereas men, the value of a man in a woman's eyes goes up as he gets older. I explained this in some of my other videos. So the older you get, the less likely you're going to get a man anyway. Especially in your 30s, especially in your 40s. That's just how things go. But the younger you are, the more men you have to choose from. Right? So in your 20s, your late teens, early 20s, mid 20s, you should be looking to get a good black man then. Not pass him up because you didn't think because you thought he was too boring or something like that. And that's what a lot of you sisters are doing. Okay, and this is if you look at this whole situation from both sides and look at all of the black men that are saying, well, I can't find a good black woman, they always tell me they just like me as a friend, or they blow me off and say that I'm too nice or something like that. Right? So look at the other side of the situation. Look at all these other single black men out here with degrees, all the stuff you got, saying I can't find a good black woman. So there's obviously some miscommunication going here. Now, if you've been in relationships and you still can't find a good black man, that's mean you were probably was a bad black man. Whose decisions were those? So a lot of sisters, it's not everybody. Please, I hope you know by now I'm intelligent enough to not make sweeping generalizations. But I'm just saying, if this applies to you, maybe you should sit down and look at how you contribute to your own situation and how you can change that. Because if you don't, you're going to keep making the same decisions and contributing to you going deeper into this hole. But if you stop right now, turn and look at the whole situation and say, well, look, y'all made some bad decisions. It was my fault. Okay, I chose to be with the knucklehead, thug, bad boy that dogged me out and all the rest of them, and now I'm 35 and I'm single. Whereas the guy that may have been kind of like a Poindexter next to me sitting in chemistry 101 when I was in college really liked me, but I didn't pay no attention to him. So a lot of these good guys get snatched up, right? While y'all were ignoring them. So now you in the mid-30s, you had your fun and ran with all the a lot of the knuckleheads and stupid heads. And now all these good guys are snatched up. And yes, women from other races do want to be with black men. Okay, we're rare. You're talking about maybe 15 million black men, maybe 17, 18 million black men on the whole planet. African American men on the whole planet out of 6.5 billion people. Okay, we're rare. Okay, I done had people from Australia, people from all over the world say, hey, they love black men over there. They love African American men over there. So anyway, this is just some food for thought. Hopefully it helps to educate, shed some light on a few things, and hopefully some of you sisters will take this to heart. If you disagree with anything, shoot me a comment. Maybe we can start a dialogue with it, and maybe we can work some things out. But I'm just here to just try to help educate and bring some solutions to the problems that we're having with each other, black men and black women. So anyway, y'all stay up, spread the love. Peace.